What's going on, guys? So far you've seen my unboxing video of my new Inferno. So now I'm going to make a time-lapse kind of style video of me installing it into this thing and getting the box mag to feed and everything. So we're going to take that adventure and I'm going to record it as I work on it. I don't have a piece of the Inferno, but I mean I'll put it all in one video. I'll start now. So the video will be over the course of a few days. So I'm going to start working on this thing and you guys can watch, and if I have anything to mention, I'll stop and make sure you guys can hear the audio. So here we go. Alright guys, so I think I pretty much have this all together. Running the line out right here will run the line right behind the trigger. If not, then I'll run it through the motor slot and then down and cut a hole right here. I'll have to take a better look at that. This, I'm hoping I'll have room up top for the FCU. I honestly might like chop the gearbox, depending on how much room I have. Other than that, everything seems to be fitting. I don't have the piece to hook onto the air tank though. It didn't come with that, and I would have had one, but I used it in my Remington project. So I'll have to get one of those. So right now I think this is where this project is gonna have to sit. So I'll pick this back up when I have that part and when I start like drilling the receiver and stuff. So alright, what's going on guys? So from where we left off before, I have done a little work off camera to get this gun complete in time for Bad Blood. A lot of the work involved like doing some stuff not like at my desk, so I didn't want to like bring the camera all over the place. It was just a few stuff. I mean, of course I put it together, but you guys saw me take it apart. But I'm just gonna go over kind of what else I did. So the biggest thing I did off camera was up in here. I actually chopped the gearbox in half so I could fit the FCU and the battery right here in the body of the gun. When you have the HPA system, you don't need like 90% of the gearbox. In like the LMGs, in like version 2 gearboxes, you kind of need everything still. But in this, I didn't need half the gearbox. So I just cut it out. I left the points where the gearbox actually secures in the gun, and that just allows me to keep everything right in the gun, and it's really secure, and everything works out really well. And then the other thing I did was I just drilled the hole for the hose to come through, and I did end up getting a new fitting from Amped Airsoft. So it's all set to go. So what we're gonna do for the end of this video is shoot it and set the dwell and chrono it, and we're gonna do all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna take you guys outside and we're gonna get that done. Alright guys, so to start, I turned the rate of fire all the way down and I turned the dwell all the way up. So we're gonna be getting raw, like just FPS only to start, and we're gonna adjust for the FPS, and then we'll mess with the dwell, and then we'll mess with the rate of fire after that. So we'll see what it's doing right now. Safety off would help. Here we go. 396, 387, 394, 390. Alright, so that is honestly right where I want it for the game. It's a 400 FPS limit for Bad Blood, so I'm going to keep it right there. So now what we're going to do is adjust the dwell so I'm not wasting a bunch of air. So we're going to go ahead and turn down the dwell a little bit. Alright guys, so we turned the dwell down a little bit, so we're going to see what it's doing. 394, 398, 394. Alright, so not much has changed, so we're going to turn it down a little more. Alright guys, so we have again adjusted the dwell, so let's see. 384, 392, 388, 392. Alright, so we have gone a little bit too far now. I'm going to bring it back up a little bit. Alright guys, so I brought it up a little bit, so let's see where it's at. Honestly, I think wherever it's at, I'm going to keep, because that 380, 388 area wasn't bad. So we'll see. 390, 93, 91, 96. Alright, I think that's where we're going to keep it. So now we're going to mess around with the rate of fire a little bit, because right now, since this gun is full auto, I just have it turned down all the way. So I'm just going to hold down the trigger. So that's what I have it set to right now. That's the slowest it'll go. So I brought it up a little bit. Let's see where it's at. A little faster. We're doing 19, almost 20. All right. So the rate of fire adjuster is a lot smaller of like turning. So we're gonna see what this did. All right, so we're getting right around 30 every time. I like that rate of fire. If the Boxman can keep up with it, then I'll keep it. So we're just gonna shoot at some targets, see if the Boxman can keep up now. All right, guys, so now we're in the shade, and I'm just gonna see if the Boxman can keep up. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. So I think that's gonna be the rate of fire we're gonna keep for this game.